Hello and welcome. We're going to start down on the floor with some glute and core activation. Make smart choices, listen to your body, and enjoy building strength.
And some side plank work as well as coming face down, kind of waking up the back side of the body from a face down position. So let's go ahead and start with that low back stretching. So on your back, if you're not already, kind of rock yourself side to side, pull those shoulder blades back and down. And we're simply going to start by hugging both knees into the chest. Gently rock side to side. Very good. Extend your left leg straight out, actively pushing that left thigh down into the floor as you pull the right knee towards the right shoulder. Take about 2 to 3 nice deep breaths here. And then we're simply going to switch sides. Extend that right leg and left knee towards the left shoulder. Remember, you're actively pushing the right thigh down to the floor. And again, close the eyes. Just take 2 to 3 nice calm breaths. And relax there. Very good. From here, walk the feet in, bend the knees, pull the heels towards your glutes. We're going to go ahead and go into our first set of bridges here. So hands onto the side, or you can rest them on the front of your hips. Here we go. Pull that chin in. Once you know what you're doing, kind of lengthen the back of the neck, and we're simply pushing through the feet, pushing the hips up towards the ceiling. It's great to pause in that top position for 1 to 2 seconds. And we're going for a total of 45 seconds here. So that's 20 seconds in. We're going to go another 25. And if you're someone that tends to get a little bit of stiffness or pinching in that low back, don't push up so high that it continues to pinch, but instead see if you can focus on firing the glutes more. And it feels like it seems funny, but also think about trying to lengthen and not cram into your low back. One more. Up and hold. Down and relax. Fantastic. Let's roll onto your left shoulder. You're going to pull that elbow in, stack it right underneath the shoulders. You can either come up on your knees or on your toes. Here we go. 2, 1. Go ahead and come on up. Round 1, we're just going to do a regular side plank here, holding everything square, waking up those stabilizer muscles. And then rounds 2 and 3, you'll have the option to add a little variations. That's our first 15 seconds. Continue to lift up out of that bottom shoulder. Breathe. Good job. Good focus. That's 30 seconds. Anytime that you need to come down, shake it out. Like I said, we're going a full 45 today. We've been adding longer time frames to our core work. If you haven't been with us for several weeks, be patient. And 2, 1, go ahead and relax. Come on down. In between arms, we're going to come onto our stomachs. So lying face down. On set 1, we're going to go palms up, hands down at the sides. Pull your chin in, and you're simply going to engage your glutes, lift the legs off the ground, and push up towards the ceiling. Relax down, push and raise. Good. Go ahead and start whenever you're ready. We're 10 seconds in to our first 45-second interval here. And same concept of when we're doing the glute bridges, but different positioning, is that you want to avoid that pinching in the low back. So we're really looking to fire those glutes, stay lengthened through the spine. So to lengthen through the spine, I literally just imagine I'm trying to pull my feet down and away, and I'm trying to pull my shoulders in the opposite direction. So just think about if someone were pulling from your feet through your shoulders. Good job. One more. 2, 1, and relax. Fantastic. Roll it over, taking it to the right side this time. Second side plank. As you come into position, see where you set your elbow. People tend to go too wide with that elbow. So pull it in, straight underneath the shoulders. Here we go. Either on the knees or on the toes. Up and hold. Very nice. Continue to lift up through the hips, shoulders and hips square. Our top shoulder tends to kind of roll forward. So think about continuing to roll it back. Keep it stacked over that bottom elbow. Fantastic. That's 30 seconds, everybody. You want to rest there or hang on for that full 45. Continue to lift and breathe. We're going onto our backs for the second round of glute bridges next. 3, 2, 1, and go ahead and bring it down. Turn it over. All right, on set 2, you can either stay with what we were doing or you can move into what we call the bridge march. So you would hold the bridge the whole time and you would go into a single leg support, lifting one knee up, push into that heel, stabilize the hip, lift the other knee up. All right, 2, 1, whenever you're ready. So either normal bridges like we did first set or extra challenge, add that single leg lift. And I like to have the hands out to the side here because I'm actively pushing into my arms as well as that kind of base of support. You want to have as little drop in between the hips from side to side as possible. And it's not necessarily easy, so be gentle with yourself. Really good focus. Drive that heel down. Also protecting that low back. Continue to fire the glutes. Good job. And 2, 1, go ahead and relax. Pull it down. Feel free, let's take a moment, pull the knees into the chest for a second, rock side to side. Very good. And then when you're ready, we're going to make our way across, coming back to that left arm for our round 2 of side planks. So if you're really focused to hold that regular side plank for 45 seconds, just stay there. If you want an extra challenge, we're going to add rotations this time. Go ahead and come on up and join me. And for the rotations, top arm is simply going to reach underneath that bottom shoulder. Continue to keep your shoulders and hips level. You're just reaching under, rotating through. There you go. First 15 seconds. Breathe as you move. Very good. Fantastic. That's 30 seconds, everybody. Continue to lift up, supporting through that bottom shoulder. And if you're really starting to shake, please come on down, shake it out. Don't go to a point of breaking. 1 more, 2, 1, and relax. Awesome. Back onto your stomachs. So you can, again, keep the arms at the side like we did on round 1, or if you want to advance the movement, we're going to go hands behind the head. 2, 1, here we go. Lifting up, fire the backside. Squeeze those shoulder blades. So you're just lifting shoulders, hips, and feet. Will the hips stay down, but the glutes fire. And pausing in the top, and then relaxing down. Good job. Remember, we're focused on lengthening from head to toe. Keep the spine long. Avoid that compression. 10 seconds left. Up and hold, down and relax. Maybe 1 more. And 2, 1, go ahead and rest. Good job. We're taking it onto the right shoulder next. Quick drink. Side planks, second round. Second arm. All right, here we go. Elbow pulls in, stack the feet, and come on up. Whew. So either this regular plank or continue to go into those rotations. Hips and shoulders square, gradually reaching under that bottom arm, rotating through. Awesome job. Focus on control of movement versus speed of movement here, folks. So just move with patience, or you're still holding. We're over 30 seconds in now. That's 35. 10 seconds left. Fantastic. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Sweet. All right, that's 2 rounds down. If you want to grab a drink, we're going to go 1 more time through. Back with our glute bridge march. All righty, pull those feet in, knees bent, going up in 3, 2, 1, here we go. Another option, if you don't feel good marching, you could do the bridge pose where you pull those shoulders under. Okay, otherwise, if you feel solid to march, if you're having a lot of drop in your hips as you lift one leg up, you may not be quite ready for this. So just, you do the movement that's best for you. Breathe. Fantastic work. 30 seconds in. Driving those elbows down, help support that bridge with the upper body. And 3, 2, 1, all done there. Fantastic. And once again, before we jump into that plank, let's pull the knees in. If you want to do happy baby this time, grab onto your ankles or shins, elbows on the inside of the knee. Just take a moment here, rock side to side. Fantastic. All right, 15 seconds till we start our final round of side planks on that left arm. So again, either staying with that straight plank or adding those rotations. 2, 1, here we go. Up and hold, straight on, or the rotations. Excellent. First 15 seconds. There you go. That's our 30-second mark. If you're doing the rotations, maybe 1 or 2 more. And 2, 1, come on down. Fantastic. Last round on your stomachs. So we've gone palms up at the sides, hands behind the head. If you want to advance it further, now you'll go arms overhead. We call this the Superman. And whenever you're ready, lift the arms and legs, squeeze back side of your body. And avoiding that pinching in the low back. Remember, you're trying to lengthen from tips of your fingers to the tips of your toes, everything long. Whew. That's 30 seconds done. Feel free to rest there or a few more reps. Hold that chin in. And 3, 2, 1, and relax. Awesome job. Just the final side plank, making your way over to the right side. And before we rock into that one, let's go ahead, bring the toes together, divide the knees, just drop back for a second, kind of stretch out the back a little bit. Rock yourself side to side. We'll get to that final side plank in just a moment. Very good. Another breath here. And then when you're ready, we'll start to make our way into that final side plank. Good first circuit here. All right, bring that elbow in underneath the shoulder. Stack the feet, and 2, 1, here we go. Coming on up. Awesome. So we've got our core really lit up here this morning. Front side, back side, and the sides. We're getting ready next. You can either work on some single leg balance, or we're going to be demonstrating a single leg deadlift for the strength pieces. It's 20 seconds in. And remember, we have the option to do the rotations. 15 seconds left. That's 30 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, take it on down. Fantastic. Grab a little drink. Let's do a couple stretches while we're down on the floor, and then we'll take it up to our feet for the next round. So in between the single leg work, we're going to be doing either a push-up or a dip. Dips obviously off like a chair or a bench if that's what you have around. If your shoulders don't feel quite ready for those dips, recommend sticking to push-ups, and you can always elevate the push-ups or do them from the knees as well. We're going to go ahead here and warm up a few push-ups also, just to kind of get ready. But first, let's stretch out the low back with our quadruped hip rock. So bring the hands underneath the shoulders, walk the knees in, and just gently drop your hips side to side. A nice little release. Make sure it feels good. Shouldn't be painful. Just gently stretching out the side of the hips and a little bit into that low back. Very nice. Go ahead and come on up to a kneeling position just for a moment. Roll the wrists around. And then we're going to warm up a few push-ups. You want it to be a warm-up. So unless you can do like 20 plus push-ups from your toes, go ahead and come to your knees for the warm-up. So hands right underneath the shoulders, knees about hip width apart, and then you're going to lower your chest down, keeping those elbows in towards the side. Try to come all the way to your chest and then driving straight up. If you're someone that's like, hey, I'm not quite ready to push straight up, you can always roll into one arm, come on up from there, and then switch sides. Come all the way down to the chest and roll to the other side. Some things that we're focused on is we don't want the elbows to be way out wide. When we go wide with our elbows, we tend to kind of shoot the shoulders forward and it just doesn't hold the shoulder blade in a good position. So think broad chest the whole time, down and up. All right, so anywhere from about 5 to 10 of those push-ups, waking up that upper body. And then from here, we're gonna make our way up to our feet. Warming up, plenty warm now. All right, so on your feet, what I recommend with a single leg deadlift, unless you've been doing this for a long time and you're really proficient, I like to do an assisted single leg deadlift. So I'm gonna have, if I'm on my left leg to start, I'm gonna stand next to the chair. I'm pushing my hand into the chair to help kind of counterbalance and to keep everything square. All right, so I'll be doing that. I'm gonna show the first round unweighted. If you're like, hey, I wanna start with weight, you can go ahead and hold a weight in your non-supporting arm, so the opposite hand. All right, and we're gonna be going a full 45 seconds. So if you don't feel quite ready for that, I'll give you that 30-second mark. Otherwise, we're gonna start here in 10 seconds. Set the foot, grip the toes down, activate the arch of the foot, lift everything up, 2, 1, here we go. Bowing forward, fire the glute of that back leg. I'm on the left leg. Oh no, I don't think I said that. Pushing that hand into the chair for that counterbalance, moving with control. And similar to what we warmed up when we were down at the floor, right? We want to think about expanding from head to toes. So you can be long, fire that glute of that trail leg to keep the thigh parallel to your torso best you can. And every time we stand, we pull back up through the midline. That's going to help keep those hips square. We're 35 seconds in, couple more. I like doing these barefoot because I just get a better feel for the ground. And go ahead and rest. Fantastic. All right, in between legs, you're either going to dip or you're push up. All right, so if you want to join me for the dip, tall chest, coming to the edge of the chair. If you don't feel ready to dip, go ahead and do some push-ups. Shoulders back and down, 2, 1, and here we go. Lowering down with control. Again, we're working for 45 seconds here, so don't feel like you have to go the whole time. 20 seconds may be best for you right now. The upper body is a little bit more delicate, so we want to hold good positions. Make sure we're ready to control that shoulder. That's 20 seconds down. And on this dip now, I'm avoiding letting those shoulders like drop up into my ears. So I'm actively pushing down into the chair. Good work. 35 seconds in. Moving with control. Those of you doing the push-ups, nice work. Elbows stay in tight. Maybe one more. 3, 2, 1, and rotate. Fantastic. We're coming up, going to the opposite leg. If you were with me on the last round, now we're on that right leg. Have a little break after this side. All right, so grip that right foot down, lifting up to that midline. 2, 1, here we go. Gradually bowing forward. Fantastic. And try to find a spot on the floor. It's about 3 feet out from your foot, 3 to 6, just somewhere that you can focus your gaze, helps control that balance. And as that back leg extends, focus to keep the toe pointing down towards the floor. Looks great. Beautiful. We're over 30 seconds. We're almost there, actually. 5 more seconds for that full 45. And 2, 1, and relax. Fantastic. Get a little drink. Kind of rock the hips side to side. Just taking a little stretch break here, water break, and then we're going to go back to left leg of set 2. Nice job. All right. So set 2 now. If you're like, okay, I felt good with that out the weight. Now if you want to hold weight on this, if I'm on my left foot, I like to hold the weight in my right hand because then I can still use that left hand to counterbalance. 5 seconds. Grip that left foot down. Stand tall. 2, 1. Here we go. If you're holding a weight, you want to reach down like you're trying to put the weight right beside the ankle of your support leg. So keeping it close. And a lot of focus here on those hips being stable. Pulling up, controlling down. It doesn't help to move through exercises if we're not doing it properly. So take your time. Fire in the thigh of that back leg. Fire in the glute. Lifting it up. Good job. We're just over 30 seconds in. Controlling down. Stand strong. One more here. And go ahead and rest. Fantastic. Push-ups or dips? Your choice. If you're doing the dips, come to the edge of the chair. Sit tall. Pull those shoulders back. 2, 1. Here we go. Avoiding those shoulders to come up into the ear. So you're actively pushing down. And I like that someone talked about trying to like squeeze your elbows into the sides. So it sounds a little bit funny, but can you imagine if you had like some small little oranges in your armpits and at the top of the dip, you're trying to like make some orange juice. You're trying to squeeze those elbows in, lift the chest so you'd be squeezing the juice out of the oranges. That sounds funny, but hopefully it kind of gives you a visual and something to focus on. Tall chest, everything strong. That's 30 seconds. And again, if you get to where you're like, oh, I need to take a break, just take a moment. And 3, 2, 1, and everybody rest. Woo, very good. Making our way up, single leg deadlift on the right. This is our end of set 2 of 3. All right, if you're using weight, grab it in that left hand, lifting up out of that midline. Grip those toes down, activate the arch, and here we go. Fire that glute, driving that leg up. All the dancers tend to do well here. And then especially those of you that tend to be hyper flexible, I talk about this a lot because I see it happen a lot. Make sure that on your support leg, there's a little bend in my knee, right? I'm not hyper extended in that knee. The leg is mostly straight, but it's not locked out. Great job. We're over 30 seconds. Well over, actually. And 3, 2, 1, and relax. Beautiful. Water break. Okay. All right, and let's do a little side stretch in between legs this time. So we're just gonna reach the one arm to the side, peering up towards the ceiling, and we're just gonna go side to side here, about 3 on each side. Stretch and gaze up towards the hand. Help stretch out the side of those hips and back. Very good. Fantastic. One more each side. Excellent. All righty, folks. Again, if you want to grab a weight, we're 15 seconds out from starting that first exercise of the third set. All right, place that left foot down, grip the toes. Remember to pull everything up. And here we go. Lengthening from head to toe. Back foot points towards the ceiling, or yeah, towards the floor rather, towards the floor. 15 seconds in. Nice. Good job standing tall, lifting each time, keeping those hips level. That's 30 seconds. Beautiful. And 3, 2, 1. There's our 45. Starting to feel some burn there. Push-ups or dips, final round. And those that are looking for more challenge, you can also extend the knees. You can always elevate the feet on a chair. I'm keeping my knees bent for now. 2, 1, here we go. Controlling down, driving tall. Very nice. Ideally here on the dips, we'd like to see the shoulders drop below the elbows. Sometimes you're a little bit too tight in the front of the chest to quite get there. So just go as far as you can hold that good position. And then remember that making that orange juice at the top, squeeze those elbows in, lift through the chest. That's 30 seconds. Breathe. Fantastic. Maybe one more. 3, 2, 1. Rest and rotate. Right leg, single leg. All right, remember to grab the weight in the left hand. If you're doing these weighted, grip the right toes down, pull everything up, and here we go. Bowing forward, standing tall. Good job, good focus, good breathing. Nice work. Heel stays planted. That's 30 seconds. Fantastic. There you go. Really driving that back leg up. Maybe one more. And 2, 1, relax.
Great job, folks. Now we're going to get ready for a little cool down stretch here, opening up the hips and chest.
We're going to stay standing. We're going to find the doorway of the wall, opening up the chest next. So elbow about shoulder height. Inside leg steps forward, lean into it, and then turn your torso away, peering over that shoulder. Breathe here. Now let's go ahead, this outside arm, let's circle it around, reaching up to overhead, pulling it back, palm forward. When you reach in front, turn the palm in towards your body, pivot the hand as you reach to overhead. Good job. Once more, stretch it long, rotate through, and go ahead and come on out. Switching sides, same thing other side. Inside leg steps forward. Give some attention to that chest opener first. So don't worry about that outside arm initially. Lean in, turn away, breathe here. And then when you're ready, now we'll start to reach up and around, opening through. Last time. Very good. I'm going to come out to standing. If you have enough space here, go arms out to the side, a little bend of the knees, and we're just going to pivot our torso. Nice rotation. Keep those feet grounded though. Don't rotate too much through the knees, just whatever feels comfortable. Once more each side. Very good. And then we're going to make our way down to the floor. We're going to be doing some pigeon stretches for the hips. If that doesn't feel good on your hips, you can roll onto your back for figure 4. But let's go ahead and start by walking the hands out, coming down. Bringing both knees down to the floor. We're going to go back to that quadruped hip rock first. Rocking the hips side to side with the knees together. Then we're going to give a little bit more attention to the upper body. Toes together, walk the knees out. We're going to go child's pose side stretch. So pick a side. If you go to the left side, walk the hands across the left. Take your right arm, stretch it out long, and then drop your chest down towards the floor. Feel that stretch along the right side of your body. Let's take about 2 to 3 nice deep breaths there, and then we're going to walk the hands to the opposite side. All right, so walking to the opposite side. Now it's going to be the inside arm is on the left. Stretch that long and just lowering down towards the floor. It's pretty common here. You're not going to be down as far as you are with a normal child's pose, so just let your body be where it feels that stretch and release out of that. Now we're going to go down dog first, and then we're going to go into pigeon pose. So place the hands, turn the toes under, drive those hips high, push the head between the arms, and just take a moment here, driving the head between the arms to open that mid back, and then we can give a little bit more attention to the heels. Say hello to those calves after all that hopping around in that last piece. And then we're going to start with the left side. You're going to swing the left leg forward, square your hips and shoulders best you can, and we're going to come into pigeon pose. So I like to start staying upright. Don't just drop into that hip. Kind of keep a little bit of engagement there and just gently rock side to side. That feels okay. You can come down onto your forearms. This is also kind of a good time. You can always use a block if it feels a little intense. And breathe here. I want to feel this along the outside of the hip. If you're fairly flexible and comfortable here, you can grab the back foot. So you can reach your right arm back, grab that foot, add a little bit of a quad stretch to it. We're going to hold about 10 more seconds here. If you need to come out of it, by all means, swing out of it. Nice deep breath. And then we're going to come into a seated twist next. So you're going to sit down, bring your back leg around, and then we'll sit tall, pull that knee in towards the chest. Looking over your right shoulder, assuming you're pulling your right knee in towards the chest. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can kind of work that elbow onto the knee. Continue to lengthen through the spine. Walk your right hand around, peer over that right shoulder. And breathe. Very good. Go ahead and gradually come out of it. If it's the right leg forward, that's going to be your next one forward for pigeon. So making your way back around. We're going to go back into down dog, and then same thing on the right side. So place the hands, turn the toes under, drive those hips up. One more time, pedal in the heels. And then we'll swing that right leg forward, square the hips and shoulders. Start nice and tall, breathing here. You just gently sway side to side, looking for any tension through the hip. Using a blocker pillow as you'd like. You can drop down to the forearms a little bit, coming a little bit deeper into the stretch. And if you did it on the other side, I want to do it again here, grabbing the back foot, the same side hand. Nice deep breath, about 10 more seconds, and then we'll come into that seated twist. Good job. Release the back leg. If you have it, swing that back leg around, seated twist, opposite side. Good job. Sit tall and pull it in. This is going to look a little bit different for everybody. Everyone has different abilities to stretch and twist and all that stuff, so don't judge yourself. If you can't go a little bit deeper, you can start to walk that left hand around. You pull that left knee into the chest. You can work that right elbow on the left thigh. Let's go 2 to 3 more breaths here. and relax. All right, folks, great job today. If your body is asking for any other stretches, please give it some time. Do those stretches. Otherwise, stay hydrated, stay healthy, and we'll see you next time. Whew, got some good flyaways going.